Hi, and welcome to Introduction to Theater. This may be the very first video you're watching for this course. My name is Dr. Brian Heimbach. Please call me Brian. And this video, coming to you from my backyard, is a general introduction to the course as a whole. It is a video that I'm making to use for numerous years to come. Numerous terms, possibly numerous years to come. A general introduction to what the course is about and the time and commitment you can expect, and just a few things that I feel will be helpful for you to know before, in the next video, I look into specifics for your course for that term. So again, please call me Brian. I am a teacher, obviously, instructor at LCC. I am also a professional director and actor and singer, and I've even been known to be a playwright. So this course is a general introduction to the art and business of seeing and creating theater. My goal for this course is to turn you into the idealized audience member who has their own sense of what good theater means and what it means to create it and to see it, possibly create it, but definitely to see it. I know some of you watching this video will have plans and goals to go on and be a maker of theater or producer of theater in the future, and that is wonderful. This course will give you a good introduction to the basic components of what theater is, in terms of, what does a designer do? What does a director do? What are the basics of how a play is structured? What are some of the things to keep in mind in terms of, the business aspects of theater? Who produces theater? But I know that most of you, I am teaching this course from the perspective of turning you into an idealized audience member, so that you will have some critical skills when you go to the theater, to have your own sense of what good theater is. It is not my goal to tell you what good theater is and to send you out in the world expecting you to live by my standards or what I think is good theater. My goal is to give you an understanding of what theater is and how it's made, so that you can develop your own sense of what's good and what's not. It's my goal to turn every one of you into a regular theater goer. Since I am a theater practitioner myself, I want to perpetuate the art. I want to make sure that it is healthy for years to come. And if I can make you love it, hopefully your financial contributions to the art form will keep it alive and will keep paying my paychecks. So, quality theater is very important to me. Bad theater hurts my soul. And there's really no need for bad theater. Regardless of the people who are making it, their training, their background, good theater can be made by anybody, as long as they kind of know what it is. So, some of the basics of the academic aspects of this course. This is a 4-credit, F-O-U-R, credit university transfer course. It should transfer to any 4-year school on the planet. If it doesn't, please contact me so that I can contact that school and ask why. Incidentally, it's a really good idea to save all your syllabi when you're transferring to another school, a 4-year school or another 2-year school, because they might want to see it at some point. So save your syllabi. So this course is the exact same course that you would get if you were taking it at a 4-year college or university. I've taught this course hundreds of times in the 4-year schools. So this is the same course. That means it's the same time commitment. Taking a 4-credit course is a big time commitment. There's a reason that 12 credits are considered full-time. Because the time that you're putting in class, actually sitting in the class or participating in the online class, add that up, and add to that the work that you do outside of class should be about 40 hours. I'm going to let you do the math, what that might mean. Obviously, if you're taking a lab course, the reason it's called a lab course is because there's arguably, don't quote me here, little to no preparation outside of course, and you come to the class and you do the work there. For a lecture course, which is what this is, the majority of your time should be spent preparing for the course, as opposed to sitting in class. Now, if this were a face-to-face class, you would be sitting in class for 4 hours. That means, since it's a lecture course, you would probably be preparing for each hour in class 2 hours outside of class. That's just kind of the way the math works. I have created this course in a way that you should expect to put in a maximum of 10 hours a week on this course. Again, you can do the math. If you're taking 4 courses, then 10 hours a week equals 40. Most weeks, it's honestly not going to be that much. It's not going to be 10 hours. I've spent a lot of time thinking about how long is it going to take you to read these assignments, to watch these assignments, to take the tests, to write the papers. And I've been teaching this course a long time, and I think I've gotten pretty good at it. You should expect up to 10 hours of work for this course. Some, perhaps less, depending on how quick you read, how focused you are when you are spending those hours in class. If you don't have the time to, this term, to dedicate up to 10 hours a week to this class, then you might want to consider taking this course at another time. As you probably know, success rates in online classes are just simply lower than they are in face-to-face classes for many reasons that, I won't take the time to go into right now. But love yourself enough to give yourself the time to do what you need to do. I'd be more than happy to talk about this or anything else about this course at any time. Just reach out to me during my office hours or email me and we can set another time to chat it. So that's what this course is. There is also an honors section to this course. So if you're in the honors section, I created a short little video to talk about, say, hey, welcome to honors. This is what happens. As you look at the description of the assignments, that you will see if there is a difference in the assignment between the honors section and the regular section, it will be clearly articulated in the description of the assignment. So for those of you who are not in the honors section, don't be confused by that when I refer to honors things or when you look at a description of the assignment and it says honors. Honors and regular are in the same Moodle page. So there you go. The main thing that I would really like to impart to you in this video is please don't give up. There are many reasons that students fall behind in a course. Life commitments get in the way. We have to deal with situations that arise, and a lot of times mental health becomes an issue. I really want to encourage you to stick with it. I would love if I could minimize or completely do away with the disappearing syndrome, where a student has started a course and they might be doing great, and then they just disappear. I send them emails to check on how they're doing, to see if there's any way I can help. I don't hear back. They don't drop the course. They just disappear. Please don't do that. I promise you, no matter what you're dealing with in your life, I understand. I have had mental health issues myself. I have dealt with depression and other things like that. So please don't feel like there's something wrong with you, or that I or your other instructors, as far as that goes, that I just won't understand. It is my goal to get you through this course successfully. Successfully means that you learn a lot about theater and you make a good grade, and then you pass with a C or better. The work in this course is not difficult. I don't think it's difficult. It's easy for me to say I have a PhD in theater, but I have really designed this course to make it so that just about anyone can understand the concepts and can pass the test as long as they are putting in the time. There is a lot to do, though. Each week you will see there are numerous activities, lots of things to watch, and but that it's not difficult. So I'm not going to say if you do the work you're going to get an A. That's just not the way it works. But if you actually do the work, you're probably going to pass. So just do the work. Turn in something. Don't give up, even if you feel like it's not your best work. The skill of just being able to show up is an amazing skill. So just show up and do the work, and I will work with you to make sure that you pass the course. So please don't give up. Regardless of what's going on in your life, I promise you I can work with you to help you get through this course successfully. You do need a good computer to take this course, a good computer connection. There are many videos you have to watch, and so having a good connection and a reliable device upon which to watch it is extremely important. If you don't have that, contact the school about being able to secure a device. There have been many times in the past where the school has been loaning out Chromebooks or other devices to help you watch it. I don't think the school can do a lot for your internet connection if you live particularly in a remote area, but you can always come to campus and at your own schedule and use a computer lab or use the school's internet connection. So you do have to have a good internet connection to take this course. Another resource I would like to encourage you to investigate is there's a book in Moodle called Resources for Students. It contains all kinds of information about tutoring. The school has all kinds of tutoring options for you. The writing lab can be very helpful if writing is not particularly your strength. And this is probably more important for other classes because you're probably not going to find a tutor specifically for this course because honestly the content's not that difficult. But there are tutors there to help you with writing if you would like help writing some of the assignments for this course. Also, probably more importantly in the resources for student is assistance with counseling. You have paid for the resources, use them. Mental health counseling and also advising. Please see an advisor every term before you register so you're not paying for and taking courses that you don't need in order to transfer. There's also resources to help with student housing. That's actually probably more than anything else one of the reasons that students don't succeed in a course is because they have to move because their landlord jacked up their rent and they're having to get another job. And Lane does have resources to help with housing, not just Titan Court, which is Titan Court, but you know they can help you in many different ways. There are resources for just about anything that students might need on our campus. If you don't know how to access those resources, contact me.